Happy New Year and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. Well, it's a brand new year, so it's time to actually analyze your advertising and marketing. What are you going to do differently this year than you did last year or the year before? Well, we're going to change up your advertising. I'm going to lay out some easy steps, some things that I want you to do, but it's going to take a little bit of homework. The first thing I want you to do is watch some TV and watch commercials. Don't TiVo through them. Actually watch these commercials and see what major advertisers are doing. What are they doing differently than what you're doing? Is your commercial different than another dealer's commercial? Or is it kind of the same thing as far as you're on the lot or your spokesperson's on the lot and they're talking about a vehicle and they're price pointing cars? Well, think about your own psychology. Do you automatically tune things out just because you already assume you know what that message is going to be? Be different. The advertising that will stand out are the ones that go outside the box, the ones that are going to be different. So don't be like any other dealership. Find your unique niche, which will be in probably your staff. It's not the vehicles, because you're all selling the same vehicles. A Chevy is a Chevy, whether they buy it from your dealership or another Chevy dealership. So your biggest asset is really the message. How are you going to draw people in? Well, let me show you a couple examples of what we've done for our dealers to draw people in, to kind of get that pump primed. So take a look.
Hi, I'm Bruce Rapp, and welcome to the Bill Rapp Dating Game.
All right, bachelors, what's your idea of a perfect date?
I'm built for the outdoors, so I'd throw my dog in the back seat and take you for a hike in the mountains.
Oh, I love dogs. Number 2?
Kaylee, since I'm only $169 per month, we can take a comfortable trip out to the country and stay at a breathtaking bed and breakfast for the weekend.
Ooh, that sounds nice. How about you, bachelor number 3?
My terrific versatility and price under $21,000 will let us take a ride to the lake, then back to the city for a romantic dinner.
All 3 sound so good, but number 1, will I be able to afford you?
Absolutely. I start at only $25.8 or $359 per month, and I think my dog already loves you.
So many choices. How can I choose?
That's right, Kelly. So make a date to come to the Bill Rapp Superstore, where you get your best price every day.
So what was different in those commercials? Well, you didn't expect it to be a car commercial. It was the dating game. Who doesn't love the dating game? So it actually drew you in, and then all of a sudden, wow, they're talking about cars. They're selling cars. This commercial has worked wonderfully for Bill Rapp, and there's no reason that you can't come up with your own creative concepts and break through the clutter. Now the second part of your advertising, which is very critical. Let's assume, for a minute, that you're actually a Chevrolet dealer and you're wanting to push Chevy Silverados. What does your commercial say right now? Chances are it's probably Chevy Silverado, $289 a month, $349 a month, whatever the offer might be. So you're talking about that Chevy Silverado, which that's fine if I was interested in a Chevy Silverado, but let's assume for a moment that I'm a consumer and I think I might need a car, or I'm considering I might want a car, but I'm just not into that cycle yet. I'm not into that 16-week cycle yet. As a consumer, they might not be interested in that Chevy Silverado. That might not be the focus yet, but maybe the focus is lowering their car payment. Maybe the focus is more or less that they want better gas mileage. Turn that into a question. It's a Chevy Silverado, $289 a month. But how can we turn that message into a question? Well, let's turn it into a question, for example. Do you need a new truck for $249 a month? There's a question. Another question you can do. Would you like to lower your truck payment to $249 a month, or whatever the payment, but you get the idea. So again, start asking those questions. Be a little more broad, because with that Chevy Silverado at that price point, you're narrowing your market. You're talking to a very smaller niche of the market. But if you ask that question, you can reach a much broader part of the market and draw them into your message. And before they realize it, they can actually justify why they need that new Silverado. Well, that's this week's Think Tank Tuesday tip. Be sure and tune in next week.
Thanks for watching Think Tank Tuesday. Tune in next week for more tips in the world of automotive digital marketing from Potrats. To download this podcast or watch previous episodes, search for us on iTunes. To learn more, visit us at ppadv.com.